Are you confused about package management in Linux or Unix-like operating systems? If yes, this video is for you. Stay till the end and I promise you'll have zero confusion about how package management actually works. Now, to understand the package management clearly and completely, don't let the name scare you. Package management is simply the process of installing, updating, and removing software in a Linux system using the command line or CLI through the terminal. For example, when you install applications like Chrome, Discord, or Nginx using commands, the entire process is called package management. In this video, we will cover what is a package, what is the package manager and its types, what are repositories, also known as software warehouses, what is the .deb extension in Debian-based systems, and finally, how all these components work together when you install a program on your system. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand how Linux installs software behind the scenes. So what is a package? A package is the installable unit of software in Linux. It contains program files or binaries, required libraries or dependencies, configuration files, metadata like version, maintainer and description, and installation scripts. So in simple words, it is like a ready to install software bundle. It has everything for you to be able to install and run a software, the same way that we have setups in Windows. Now, what is a package manager? A package manager is a tool that helps you search software, download software, install software, update software, and remove software. You can think of it like an App Store interface but for Linux systems. The same way that we have App Store for iOS and Google Store for Android systems, we have the package managers for Linux systems. Now, since we already know that Linux has a lot of distributions, for Debian-like distributions, we use apt, and since Ubuntu is also Debian-like distribution, so we use apt. Now, for other distributions like RHEL or Fedora, we have something called YUM or DNF. These are just the fancy names for the package managers for different distributions. Now, in Debian-like distributions, we have apt and also dpkg. Now, the biggest difference is that now the dpkg is like the driver that knows how to physically move the core from point A to point B. That's it, nothing else. It just does the actual mechanical work for installing software on the system. Now, talking about apt is like the complete smart system. The driver, the GPS, the fuel manager, and the service coordinator. And it even uses the engine or the driver like dpkg underneath. So apt is the full package manager and dpkg is the low-level tool that apt relies on. So to make the difference, dpkg is like having a driver that knows how to drive only, but apt is like a driver that knows how to drive, how to manage the fuel, how to use the GPS, and how to coordinate the services. It's a high-level package manager. Now, to differentiate between the jobs of dpkg and also apt, dpkg is mostly responsible only to install and remove the software. While in apt, you could search the packages from repositories, download the packages, it resolves dependencies automatically, it downloads all the required dependencies, it calls dpkg to install packages, it updates package lists, it upgrades installed softwares, it removes packages cleanly, and it cleans unused dependencies. Now, what is a repository? A repository is the server or the warehouse where packages are stored. So in simple words, it is just like the server that holds all the packages or the programs. The package managers like apt connects to repositories to download softwares. So package is the product, repository is the warehouse, and package manager is the tool that fetches and installs. Now, you might have seen .deb. What is it? .deb is the package file format used by Debian-based systems like Ubuntu and Debian. RHEL-based systems use .rpm instead. So .deb is like .exe in Windows, but it works in Linux. Both of them does the same job. Now, how it all works together. When you run sudo apt install Nginx, behind the scene what happens is, firstly apt checks configured repositories or warehouses. After it finds the package, it downloads the Nginx package, and since in Linux programs also required dependencies to run, so it takes care of that too, and it downloads all the required dependencies. And just to brief it, it installs everything automatically for a program or a package to run on your system. So a package is a ready to install software bundle that contains program files, dependencies, configuration files, and metadata. A package manager like apt, yum, or dnf, the same way like App Store and iOS. In Linux, these package managers allows us to search, download, install, update, and remove these packages. And all these packages are stored in repositories which act like warehouses. In Debian-based systems, packages used the .deb format, and we install them using commands like apt install and then the package name.